You have given up sugary soda, cut out red meat, limited fried oil, and thought you were eating clean. But some foods labeled as healthy, low-calorie, or even cholesterol-free are quietly poisoning your heart. They may look harmless, but they trigger chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, and clogged arteries. Even worse, these foods show up on most family dining tables every single week. That's it. In the first part, we talked about the obvious enemies of the heart. Refined sugar. Cheap vegetable oils, processed meats, and margarine that contains trans fat. All of them play a role in thickening artery walls, increasing LDL cholesterol, and leading to atherosclerosis. But after that video, I received a flood of questions that surprised me. What's wrong with diet soda? White bread tastes bland. How can it be bad? These questions helped me realize that the real danger often lies in the foods that seem mild healthy or low in fat. They are quietly wearing down your heart every single day. That is why I created this second part. To help you identify 5 foods that may appear harmless but are causing blood vessel inflammation, disrupting metabolism, and increasing the risk of a heart attack. More importantly, I will share heart-safe alternatives that are perfect for people over 60. They are simple to follow, easy to maintain, and proven to protect your arteries starting today. 1. Diet soda, the sugar-free sweet enemy. Diet soda is a type of soft drink that contains no regular sugar. It is sweetened with artificial sweeteners like aspartame sucralose or saccharin. The label often says 0 sugar or calorie-free, making many people believe it is a good choice for those with diabetes, people on a diet, or those trying to protect their heart health. But the truth is the complete opposite. According to the Mayo Clinic and several independent studies, these artificial sweeteners can disrupt insulin function, alter gut microbiota, and stimulate cravings. With long-term use, diet soda is strongly linked to high blood pressure, high blood fat metabolic syndrome, and blood vessel inflammation. All of these are risk factors for heart attack and stroke, especially in people over 60. What makes it more dangerous is that these risks often come without apparent symptoms, leading users to feel safe until a serious event occurs. Instead of diet soda, consider starting with healthier and more heart-friendly options. Drinking a glass of unsweetened green tea daily can help boost your antioxidant intake and reduce inflammation in your arteries. Or try plain seltzer with a slice of lemon. It delivers the same refreshing feel as soda without affecting your blood sugar levels. If you enjoy a slightly salty taste and want a natural diuretic, fresh celery juice is a great choice, beneficial for those with high blood pressure. Remember, your heart does not need artificial sweetness. It requires honesty in every sip you take. And if you are thinking, maybe diet soda is the only mistake I'm making, stay tuned. The next familiar food we are about to talk about might be even worse. 2. French fries and repeatedly fried foods. The crispy treats that destroy your arteries. No one can deny the appeal of a golden, crispy French fry. But beneath that crunchy surface lies a chain of chemical reactions that seriously damage the cardiovascular system, especially in older adults. When cooking oil is heated to high temperatures, especially with cheap oils like canola soybean or corn oil. The fat molecules break down, forming free radicals and aldehydes that can cause inflammation. If the oil is reused multiple times, as it often is in restaurants and fast food joints, the levels of toxins increase dramatically. Many studies, including one published in the Atherosclerosis Journal, have shown that frequently fried foods raise the risk of arterial plaque buildup, high blood pressure, and lipid disorders. For those already dealing with high cholesterol, diabetes, or obesity, these foods are like throwing fuel on the fire in every sense of the word. So how can you enjoy your favorite foods without hurting your heart? Instead of frying, try oven baking at a moderate temperature. Use extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, which are more stable under heat. For an even healthier option, try steamed sweet potatoes, roasted carrots, or pumpkin. These are rich in antioxidants, vitamin A, and soluble fiber, which help lower blood sugar and protect your blood vessels. You can start with small changes in your kitchen. A baking tray rather than a deep fryer might be the first step toward a stronger heart in the years to come. And if you're still thinking, eating a little bit can't hurt, just wait for the next part. That slice of processed pizza might surprise you even more. 3. Commercial pizza. The deadly combo for your heart with its melted cheese, chewy crust, and irresistible aroma. Pizza has become a favorite dish for millions of people, especially during family gatherings or quick dinners. However, few realize that just one slice of commercial pizza contains nearly every element that is harmful to heart health, including sodium saturated fat, refined flour, and food additives. On average, a slice of frozen pizza or one from a fast food chain can contain up to 500 milligrams of sodium, 12 grams of saturated fat, and 30 grams of refined carbohydrates. These numbers are sufficient to raise blood pressure, trigger inflammation in blood vessels, and accelerate plaque buildup. The processed cheese used in these pizzas is often stabilized with additives and contains hydrogenated fat, while the crust made from white flour causes a rapid spike in blood sugar. This contributes to insulin resistance, a condition prevalent in people over 60. That does not mean you have to give up your favorite food forever. Instead, try making homemade pizza using a crust made from oats, almond flour, or whole grains instead of refined white flour. For toppings, choose leafy greens, mushrooms, bell peppers, fresh tomatoes, and a layer of real cheese. Look for grass-fed cheese made from cow's milk, rich in calcium and heart-friendly fatty acids. You do not have to cut pizza out of your life. You only need to change how you choose and prepare it. When you learn how to select smart carbs, control sodium, and understand the value of real food, you are laying a strong foundation for a healthy heart, starting with your next meal. And there is even more to uncover in the following item, a so-called natural juice that is secretly raising liver fat and blood pressure. 4. Bottled fruit juice. The angelic disguise of hidden sugar. Fruit juice sounds like a healthy choice. It contains vitamins, no fat, and natural sweetness from fruit. However, do not be misled by the label that claims 100% juice. The truth is, most bottled juices, even those labeled with no added sugar, are loaded with fructose, which can damage the liver. increase visceral fat, and pose serious risks for older adults with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. A 300 milliliter bottle of orange juice contains about 30 grams of sugar, equal to 7 or 8 teaspoons. Unlike fresh fruit juice has had nearly all its fiber removed, which causes sugar to be absorbed very quickly into the bloodstream. Spiking insulin levels. According to the American Heart Association, consuming large amounts of liquid fructose is one of the main causes of metabolic syndrome, a leading risk factor for heart attack. So what is the solution? It is simple. Eat whole fruit. An apple or an orange still gives you natural sugar, but it also comes with soluble fiber vitamins and antioxidant flavonoids that reduce blood vessel inflammation and stabilize blood sugar. If you prefer not to chew too much, try making a whole fruit smoothie blended with leafy greens like spinach or celery. Add a spoon of chia seeds for slower sugar absorption and a boost of healthy fats. If you want something cold and refreshing, go for unsweetened herbal tea seltzer with lemon slices or fruit-infused water with berries, cucumber, or mint. These options are not only low in sugar, but also offer lasting health benefits. They will not spike your blood sugar, will not increase liver fat, and are especially good for long-term heart health in older adults. And finally, take a closer look at your daily dessert. You might be thinking of a small muffin or a diet cookie. However, those are part of one of the most inflammatory food groups we will discuss next. 5. Pastries, the outbreak of sugar. Bad carbs and artificial fat. You might just be reaching for a small cookie to treat yourself, but behind that little pastry is a potent mix of ingredients that trigger severe inflammation in your cardiovascular system, especially in people over 60. Cookies, donuts, muffins, and cakes all share a commonality. They are made with refined flour and a lot of refined sugar, and even worse, they may contain hidden trans fat. A type of artificial fat banned in many places due to its strong link to heart attacks, arterial plaque buildup, and chronic organ inflammation. According to research from Johns Hopkins, people who regularly eat pastries have higher CRP levels, elevated LDL cholesterol, and lower HDL, which protects blood vessels. The risk is even greater when these pastries are eaten with coffee in the morning, the time when insulin levels are most sensitive, causing blood sugar to spike and putting the heart under stress. So how can you enjoy sweets without harming your heart? The good news is that you can make heart-friendly desserts. Try baking oats with ripe bananas, adding chia seeds, cinnamon, a touch of natural nut butter, and berries. The natural sweetness, soft texture, and soluble fiber help stabilize your blood sugar after eating. Another great option is unsweetened freeze-dried fruit, such as apples or pineapple, or a few slices of ripe avocado sprinkled with raw cacao. These snacks satisfy your sweet craving while providing antioxidants that help reduce chronic inflammation, one of the silent factors that can weaken the heart over time. Remember, you don't have to give up the pleasure of enjoying food. You need to make smart switches, choose wisely, and eat the right amount. And if you're wondering whether there are more foods still hiding behind a healthy label, but harming, stay tuned for the upcoming summary. If you ever thought that cutting sugar and salt was enough to protect your heart, today's list proves otherwise. Foods that seem harmless, like diet soda bottled juice, Frozen pizza or pastries can still be silent triggers of blood vessel inflammation. High blood pressure and thickening of the artery walls day after day. But don't worry, the solution is not complicated. By simply shifting from processed food to natural, minimally refined ingredients, you are already giving your heart a chance to heal. Prioritize whole foods rich in fiber, low in refined sugar, and packed with healthy fats. Science has shown that these choices make a big difference in preventing a heart attack and living well into your 60s and beyond. This is the final part of our video series on foods to avoid to protect the aging heart. But the journey to healthy living is far from over, and there is still so much I want to share. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where we will discuss powerful morning habits, how to support blood vessel recovery, and the early warning signs of cardiovascular disease. Thank you for watching. And always remember, your heart doesn't need anything complicated. It just requires you to eat right.